React web app, and then I'm going to try this thing called openv0. So if you guys remember, I had this video about v0 that Vercel made, which is the kind of prompts to UI kind of React components with just English prompts. But that's on a waitlist, but someone's actually made an open source version of this called openv0, which we will try out. Actually, I could just get that installed or just have a look at it initially. So that's very exciting. Yeah, Raiden.ai, openv0. Alexander asks, what is that? So yeah, I'll show you v0 quickly. You can type here, like they have report an issue modal, and then it actually generates code and designs for like a website component essentially. So this is a login modal. You can see the code, and you can also see this person's iterations that they've went through and the English prompt that they've made. So first they've said a login screen with email, Google, and Apple login, and this is what they got. And then someone said add a separator, and then they said add a separator between email and socials with the word or, and you can keep iterating on the designs. Brandon says open source community working fast. Yeah, it's awesome. It's so good to see that, because yeah, I've been really excited about this tool, but I don't want to wait on the wait list. So they just made one themselves. How amazing is that? Yo, Brutal Strike and Nick, did I get in the beta? No, I didn't get in the beta, but there's an open source version of v0 called openv0. Open source community coming in clutch. So we're going to try that. Oh, I just noticed we got the chat a bit misaligned here. Remove that up here. Okay. Also, the YouTube chat doesn't stay up very long. Let me try change that so it stays longer. Give me one sec. I'm just using Restream here. Go in the chat settings. Embed in stream. Hide messages after 30 seconds. Should we have not hide messages? What's the maximum? 180 seconds. I think that's probably good. Let's leave it at that. I think I can refresh it. There we go. Oh shit, I closed it. So yeah, we're gonna install v0 right after I fix my chat. Okay, I'm back. Sorry if I missed any messages on the chat, but we should be good. So how do we install this? Oh, they have a public web app? Or is that next updates? I guess they don't have that yet. Okay, I don't think they have that yet. Install npx. You can just use npx to install this. Awesome. Let's do that. It will download openv0, configure it based on your choices, and install dependencies. Cool. Let's try it in Commander. I don't know if I need to make a folder, but we'll do that anyway. Okay. npx openv0 latest. You need to install the following packages. Yep. What framework do you want to use? React. What components library should you use? Oh, I don't know about any of these. Let's just go with Next UI. What icons library? There's only one option. Paste your OpenAI API key. Let me make one. Brutal Strike says, new open source LLM. Funny that I asked how to make a Molotov and it just told me. Oh, Mistral? Yeah, Mistral is apparently really good. Oh, is it not censored at all? That's interesting. That's interesting. Yo, Panic Attack says they haven't seen me in a while. Yeah, I've been normally streaming during the daytime for me, but now it's midnight right now, and I'm trying to appeal to, you know, everyone on the rest of the world, because that's where my main audience is. So yeah, I'm just staying up for you guys, making that content. Yeah, we are working on an open source vision model called UiRay. Enable UiRay. What? To make generative UI multimodal. That's amazing. That's kind of what I wanted to do. That's so cool. Yeah, I'll contribute my logs for UiRay. I actually briefly tested Mistral 7B last stream as well. Brutal. I wonder if I can make this bigger. Oh, you can make this bigger. Hey, yo, I swear you couldn't do that before. That's cool. Let's go. Okay. I think it installed. Oh, so I did make a folder. So now we have 2 folders. That's fine. It's better than having it in my root directory. Let me try to make this bigger. Yo! Who's this? 2? Dude, the man with no name. Oh, it's Nick. Why is your name hidden? That's so weird. Thanks for the roses, Nick. Dude, I stayed up just for you. I was like, I'm gonna make sure I stream at a good time for Nick. And here we are. Not just Nick, but everyone up at this time. Okay. CD, start server. Wait, how do we start server? Whoa, what was that? Let me look at the GitHub docs. CD server and node API.js. Node API.js. There is no such thing as API.js. You're in detention right now? You're crazy. Oh, CD server. Node API.js. Okay, so we run the server and then we run the front end also. CD openv0 web app. There's no, oh yeah, openv0 web app. Okay, here we go. Yarn dev. Yes, we can. All right. Now we have our own local version of v0, potentially. Can't remember how I would close this. Oh, yes. Awesome, guys. Look, here we go. openv0. That was pretty easy to install. You can paste a JSON object. Or should we just type something? Anyone have a suggestion for a component? So here's actually something that I wanted to do. Is someone commented on one of my videos saying, on Open Interpreter video saying, ask it to create a widget to check the weather. So let's do a weather forecast component. A component that shows the weather forecast for the upcoming week with icons. Okay, let's just keep it simple and then we'll iterate on it. It should use the weather API, yeah, for sure. So openv0 I don't think can actually do any of the functionality. It's just for like the CSS design. But yeah, we'll try use Open Interpreter later to make the actual functionality. Okay, so it looks like it's making JSON in its process. We look at these. Do we have logs here? Yeah, okay. Oh, so these are all the different prompts it sends. As a system prompt, you're an expert at writing React components. Your task is to create a new React component for a web app. Then there's the user prompt about library components, suggested library component, card, chip, image, icon elements. Oh, and then it's importing the icon elements like cloud, sun, sunset. Super cool. Oh, now it's actually writing the code. Whoa. And it's validating the code somehow. Here we go. Okay. Whoa. That's actually kind of cool, guys. It doesn't look great at all, but we could maybe fix that. Yo, Mar says, why are you live so early? I've never seen this. Yeah, it's actually midnight right now for me, so I'm just trying to appeal, like I'm just trying to get to more of my audience, because I checked on, do I still have it open? Oh, I closed it, but yeah, my YouTube, actually I'll show you guys. So pretty much like my sleep wake cycle is the opposite of my following. Yeah, see, check it here. This is my local time, GMT plus 11. I wake up around like 9 a.m. and then as soon as I wake up, like my viewers stop being up. And then at midnight, it's when they're mostly on. So right now it's like 10 minutes to midnight, so I'm staying up. Yo, Leo says, how's the hackathon going? I actually like gave up on the hackathon because AutoGPT was such a pain to deal with on Windows. Yeah, it's a bit sad, but that's the reality. Is anyone else working on the hackathon? I don't think so. Well, at least not in our Discord. I haven't heard much from it. Yo, thanks for all the roses, Nick. I don't know why your name's not rendering. Normally for me, I'm watching you at 2 a.m, says Mar, but 2 p.m, this is different. Yeah. Well, it's probably more suitable time for you, but not for me. But yeah, I think, yeah, that's good. I'll try to, I don't know if I'll keep this up, but yeah, this is definitely an experiment to see, because I expect more people to be on at this time. So we'll see if that's good. Oh, you set it to an invisible character? Nice, I thought so. Okay, let's see if we can iterate on this. What are these buttons? I don't know what that does. Oh, that gets us the code. We can share it. Oh, okay, that's the code button and that's the UI button. Okay, so we can change this to how do we change it? We'll say okay, there's a lot of things we can change here. I'll be like, remove all text except the temperature number. What is this, a humidity? I will keep that. Alright, let's see how that goes. We can also look at our usage on the side here. I think it's like 5 minutes delayed, but yo, Radical, yeah, see, I'm right. Everyone's awake at this time. Normally I have like 2-3 viewers on, but now I'm having 6 viewers, you know, double. Nick says, make the boxes have a larger width. Oh yeah, good idea. We'll do that next. Okay, that's looking better. I feel like the width isn't too bad. We just need to make this appear better. Okay. Stack the temperature stack the units in the same line as the temperature number. Make the high temperature red and the low temperature temperature blue. Let's do that. Oh, and it lets us see the iterations here too. That's cool. Nikas, can it make working buttons? I don't think it can actually do. Actually, maybe. I don't think it can do like the actual functionality. It's just like for CSS and styling kind of thing. Yo, thanks for the roses. Leo asks, is this a weather app? It's just a component that's going to go into a weather app. Yeah, for sure. So I'm using this tool called openv0 to generate the UI. And then I'm going to use Open Interpreter to take this and put it and like actually build the functionality, hopefully. Let's look at the code. Let's see how it looks. It's actually pretty consistent. Is this, I think this is Tailwind or something? Not sure. But it looks like it needs a lot of work to actually get good. So it didn't make the high temperature low and the low temperature red. Oh, it tried. Text red, 600, text blue. I guess that just didn't work for some reason. What's that day? Can we make the card header? Make card header same height. Okay, well, let's just like not go too far with this and then try and move on to the next step of getting Open Interpreter to actually like make this functional. Let's try find a weather API. Free weather API. Weather API. Do you need an API key for these? One call API. What about this one? Current weather and forecast. Oh, you do need an API key. What about this one? Forecast curl. Oh, looks like this one doesn't need an API key. If we just do that, will we get the... Oh, what did I do? Will we get the weather from this API call? Latitude, longitude, generation, offset, time zone. Didn't give the weather. And current weather equals true. GMT evaluation, wind direction, current weather. Okay, what about forecast? Hourly. Kez says, I've started learning about API requests. Awesome. Yeah, it's a very like crucial part of web development. Learning about API requests, REST requests. Whoa, this actually went green now. Okay, sweet. Let's try put a break between the red and blue. I know it's not blue, but it probably thinks it is blue. Put the blue text on a new line under red text. Larger width still, says Nick. Okay, next. I promise I'll do larger width. That'll probably actually fix it. How do we get the last 10 days? Should we just have last 10 days? How does this look? time. Okay, a bunch of dates. And then a bunch of temperatures to go with the dates. And a bunch of humidities. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Let's deal with that. Kez says, I'm making a live status site of game servers from a Discord bot that's self-hosted. Awesome. That seems pretty intense for like a first project. Nice job. Thanks for the roses, Nick. Appreciate you. Alright, I'm gonna make the width bigger for you. Make the width of each card bigger. I feel like it's, yeah, look, it's not even a set width, it's responsive. See how it gets bigger the more I make that bigger. So if I made the width bigger and it would try to put it like as a hard defined, like a hard coded width, and that might make it either overlap or have to go into a new line. So what's another, we could set a make a min width of, I don't know, which is like 150 pixels. At this point I should probably just be coding the CSS myself. Honestly, for a lot of this stuff I feel like I probably should. It'd be interesting to see how Open Interpreter designs like a weather app if I don't give it any like component code. I'm gonna do that after this. This is the last command. Let's prep up Open Interpreter. Where did I have it? File, open recent, Open Interpreter. Out of detention, nice. Free my boy. Alright, we got a min width. That's pretty cool. Little weather app thing. Alright, we'll leave that now, and then let's activate Open Interpreter. What files do we have here? Oh dude, this is cool. Let's see if we can just get into Interpreter here. And we'll ask it to try and make a weather app with React. Kez says, working around cross-origin requests. Yeah, dude, that's the most annoying thing with APIs. Sometimes cross-origin errors, CORS errors aren't actually CORS errors. It's just you like can't get the actual server error. But yeah, other times, yeah, servers actually block some like non-whitelisted origins as well, and that's like not much you can do about that. If it makes it, you'll send a bunch of GIFs. All right, I better make a good prompt then. Yo, the legend on YouTube, what's happening? I'm about to ask Open Interpreter to make a React app. Ready? What should the prompt be? Create a React app in a folder named weather app. Actually, we probably don't need to tell it the folder called weather app. Create, we'll just say a boilerplate, a template React app called weather app to show forecast weather, to show the weather forecast. Oh, this is a really simple prompt. Let's see what happens. Alright, to create a template React app named weather app, we can use create React app provided by Node.js. Perfect. And then we'll use npx to create the weather app. First, it's going to check if we have Node installed, which we do. Yep, please run it. There we go. I don't know why I always get these errors the first time, but then it actually works. Great, Node's installed. And now we're going to use create React app. Let's do that. Yes, please. I wonder if I have to go through, because create React app is interactive. Oh, you can't create a thing with capital letters, but it knows itself to, okay, let's do lowercase letters. Excellent, thank you. Yep, run that code. It's working. It's creating the React app. Yo, experienced engineer, joining the chat. Let's go. Joseph Habib, 1998. What's happening, Habibi? Is Open Interpreter using GPT-4? Yeah, by default it does use GPT-4, but you can like change the backend model to be a whole bunch of things. Like they got something like 40 plus models you can use. You can even use like locally hosted models with Open Interpreter. It's pretty cool. But yeah, by default it's GPT-4, and I think that's probably the smartest thing to use as well. Yeah, I'm using GPT-4. Let's have a look at my usage costs. Where is it? Oh, did I close it? Surely I didn't close it. Oh, I must have. Usage. So far, 65 cents. But that's probably not including Open Interpreter. That's probably just the V0, openv0. Nestor asks, is that autogen? No, this is Open Interpreter. We're getting Auto Interpreter to create a React app for us. Leo asks, is there privacy issues using GPT-4 with Open Interpreter? Yeah, for sure. There's always the same privacy issues with GPT-4, regardless of which AI tool you're using. Nestor hasn't heard of Auto Interpreter? Yeah, it's awesome. You can pretty much ask it to do like anything on your computer. Okay, so they've created the template React app, weather app. And now we need to run yarn start to install the modules. So we're gonna give it permission to run yarn. Oh, it didn't run yarn. It just said you should run yarn. Now, okay, we'll tell it to navigate into the project folder and run yarn start. Can it do that? Let's see. Leo says, so GPT-4 knows all your folders and stuff now? No, I don't think so. It only so you can see what it sends. It obviously won't send everything to GPT-4, but Open Interpreter would have a sense of, would it have a sense of your folders? I don't even think Open Interpreter would have a sense of your folders outside of the current context. Like it could run like a list command, like an ls, and see what folders are there. But before that, I don't think it knows. It's all open source, so you can see exactly how it works. Nestor asks, is it like AutoGPT? Yeah, it's very similar, pretty much exactly like AutoGPT. But in my experience, it's worked a lot better and it was a lot easier to set up. CD weather app and yarn start. Sounds good. Yarn start, no, yarn dev. Oh, whoops. I mean yarn add. No, yarn, just yarn is what I meant to run. Something is already running on port 300. What is running on port 300? I think I've got, yeah, I got the openv0 running on port 300. Let me close those down. We don't need openv0 anymore. Try again. Damn, Nesta's an admin of Premier AutoGPT Group. What's that? So what's going on with LangChain? So I actually haven't really used LangChain much myself, but as far as I'm aware, LangChain is kind of like a bunch of libraries that help you do a bunch of these stuff that AI agents do. They make it a whole lot easier to, like, you know, use a vector database with your agent and call different agents and, you know, take care of that stuff. That's as far as I know. Okay, yarn start, yes. I think this should work. If it has the packages installed, which it might not. There we go. This is what our template React app. It's probably just the very default React app, but we're gonna get Open Interpreter to actually write some code soon. Awesome. So we successfully got Open Interpreter to create a React app. Now let's here's one thing though. Now that this console is running React, it actually doesn't let us interface with the Open Interpreter anymore, which is annoying. But we can just open a new window, I guess. I don't see any issue with that. And then just run Open Interpreter in a new window. Actually, we'll navigate into the weather app folder and run Interpreter in there. And now let's see if we can get Open Interpreter to actually edit the code. So I'll be like, you are in a fresh create React app instance. Edit the necessary files to make a component on the home page render that displays the weather forecast for the week. This is kind of complex. Let's see how it does it. You don't see much LangChain on social media? Yeah, because it's not very sexy. It's quite technical, so it's not really something people show off. It's more like a thing for devs, I guess. I don't know. It got a lot of hype when it first came out, but I think a lot of people like myself that are just doing like simple stuff, just yo, thanks for the heart, Leo. They just, like, you know, integrate with the APIs directly rather than using LangChain. Yeah, how much is this heart worth? Is that a lot? Oh, it's 1 coin. Said you won #1 gifter. But we got Nick here with like 12 roses. Weird. Okay. So to achieve this, we're going to be building a weather forecast component in the React application. We'll also be making use of Open Weather Maps API. Awesome. So it found its own API to use. It said we need to create an API key. I'll be like, instead of using Open Weather Map, can you use, and then because we found a weather API that doesn't need an API key, so I'm going to provide it that and see what it says. Certainly we can make a use of this API, install Axios for calling that API, create the weather forecast, and then doing that. So it wants us to install Axios. Could we be like, use fetch instead of Axios, so we don't need to install anything. Great, it can use fetch. Here we go, it's going to create the React component for fetching the weather. Looks pretty good. I think we might need to give it some help on how to... Oh, it's got a placeholder. Oh, it wants me to create the component? Bro, these AIs are just as lazy as humans. Please create this component inside the src folder. Oh damn, it needs to use echo. I guess, yeah, how else would it do it? So the way that Open Interpreter interacts with your computer is through like terminal commands essentially. Shell, PowerShell, bash, epilepsy warning, guys. Oh, I got a bunch of people on my last Open Interpreter video being like, epilepsy warning, because it was like flashing all those lines of code. And yeah, it tries to work with Echo, but Echo doesn't work on Windows, so it's telling me can't create the component. Please create both files with Windows commands. Please. It's using Echo again. No, bro. What was the issue? Here it said Echo works differently on Unix. Wait, did it create anything? Oh, it did. Oh, shit. So it struggles with making large files. Interesting. I'm gonna quit out of this and just like run some tests to see. Interpreter. How it could create a large JavaScript file in the current directory you are running in PowerShell. Let's see if it can figure that out. Yo, Brandon, you did a whole Scrum call. What did you miss? So first thing I tested on stream was openv0. So I don't know if you saw my video on v0. v0 takes English prompts and makes UI components in React. There's an open source version called openv0, which tries to do the same thing, but it's completely free and open source. I installed that and I tried to make a weather component. It looked like this after some, I don't know if we can, yeah, I turned the server off, but it looks like this after some feedback. You get to iterate on it. You can keep like giving it prompts like make the width this much, change the color of the icon to this. And yeah, that's what we ended up with. And now I'm trying to use Open Interpreter to actually create a whole React app, which actually worked. It created the React app just by running create React app, and here this is the React app it created, you know, just the blank one you get when you run create React app. And now I'm trying to get it to actually create other components, and this is where we got into some difficulty because it's trying to create a whole file using one echo command, but it's struggling because it generally fails. So so now I'm just doing a test to see if we can create a large JavaScript file in the current directory. So now it's console logging hello world 100,000 times, which is quite interesting. I don't know why I agreed to that, but yeah. Yo, Latif Hussein, thank you for the comment on YouTube. I'll let this run for a minute while I check my YouTube. Let's see how many people tune in at this time. I don't normally stream at this time, so one watching. Check my YouTube. Nice. Shouts out to Latif Hussein. What about Twitch? How many on the Twitch? Yeah, check out openv0. Honestly, it's not as great as I'd hoped, but it's still, like, obviously they only created it, I don't even know, like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So super new, super awesome that they're even trying. Okay, this is taking way too long. Is that 1 million? I think that might be 1 million. No, that's 100,000. Yo, we got Joshua Coyden on YouTube as well. Hello, thank you for the comment. Alright, I might have to quit this. Let's just ask ChatGPT, like, how do I create a large multi-line file with indentation formatting using PowerShell? Oh, by the way, guys, I also got access to the visual modality of GPT-4 just today. Oh, you're Fireteller, Josh. Thank you so much. My only subscriber on TikTok. Appreciate you. Define the file path. Content. Oh, so they make a PowerShell script to make the React component. Interesting. Should we try that method? Okay, let's try that. Clear this. Let's run interpreter again. We like create a new component to show the weather forecast using this API. We'll paste this free API I found. You should use a PowerShell script to write the files. I forgot to tell it that we're in the weather app. I mean a React app, so it knows to write a React app. Create a new React component in the src directory. Okay. Okay, it's going to create the plan. Let's see. Navigate to src. Create 2 new files using PowerShell, weather forecast JSX, which will house the React component for the weather forecast, and weather service.js, which will be responsible for fetching the weather forecast from the API. Write the boilerplate code. Write the code for the weather service. Okay, sounds pretty good. CD. Oh, it's given the whole path. New item. Type file. Okay, cool. It's just going to use new item to create those files. New item isn't a recognized command. Bro, I told you we're on PowerShell. How did it forget? No, don't use echo. Oh, I gotta intervene here. I'm gonna say, instead of using echo, write first come up with the JS code, then incorporate the JS code into a PowerShell script that will write the files. Let's see. Okay, first it's going to draft the files. Yes, okay, it's drafting the files. This is good. Dude, I could be like an expert open interpreter. How meta is that? I take human language and convert it into open interpreter AI prompts. Whoa, why is this so shaky? Epilepsy warning, guys. Okay, stop shaking, that's good. And boom, it's creating the PowerShell script. Excellent. Yo, Optimus GTV on Twitch. Thank you for commenting. Oh, it's shaking again. Okay, I'm feeling this might work. Run that code. Oh man, that looks like a bunch of errors. I think it's because I resized the window that it's, yo, so many roses. Thanks so much, Nick. What was the... Oh, I got it to run the code instead of saving it to a PowerShell script, I think. Content, out file, file path. Oh shit, and the scrolling fucked everything too. Oh man, what did I do? Oh man. Okay, it's not going well here. I feel like if I was on like a Mac, this could be better. Damn. Okay, I think I completely messed this up. Please run the above PowerShell script. Yeah. Damn, so it really doesn't write files very well. Ultima says, what are you using? This is Open Interpreter. One of my favorite AI tools I've only started using this week, but like a lot of AI tools, they kind of struggle on Windows. I think they'd work much better if I was on Unix or Mac. Let me try to think if I can think of any other ideas to do this, or should I move on? I mean, I could just copy paste the code myself, but like to me that defeats the whole purpose of having this agent, because it's like I could have just asked ChatGPT on the web for the code and copy pasted it. Optimus says, do you also have problems with DevGPT? I haven't used DevGPT too much. When it was a native app, it was great because it actually synced the code and let you like not have to copy the paste the code yourself. But like last time or second last time I streamed, they said they just made a web app, and then you had to copy paste the code. And I'm like, that's just my whole point that I just said. It's like if I have to copy paste the code, I might as well just use ChatGPT web app. Like the whole point of these AIs to me, or like a large point of these agents for me, is just I can write the prompt, it's gonna do everything. It's gonna create the files, it's gonna run the commands. Optimus says, do you use Cursor? Yeah, I did use Cursor. I really liked it before, but common theme, I had troubles with it on Windows. I use Vim, and like the Vim for some reason on Windows didn't work for me, so I'm back on VS Code. Yeah. What was next on the agenda? Let's have a look. Finedev editor. Yeah, let's do that. So, good thing that you mentioned VS Code, because there is another AI first code editor on the block called finedev. Sorry, good thing that you mentioned Cursor, because there's another AI first code editor like Cursor called finedev. Has anyone used finedev? I hadn't heard of it until recently. Let's watch their demo while we download. Let's download it first. Download for Windows. Okay, watch their demo. I don't know how is this gonna see for you guys. Is there a picture in picture? Yeah, actually this will probably work the best. All right.
Hi, this is Dan from Fine with a quick demo of how you can use AI agents to build software. So I have the inventory management system. It's a simple microservice with a few API endpoints to manage inventory and stock. Now, let's say that I want to add a few API endpoints to this microservice. So I'm going to start by writing the specifications for the task. Specifications provides the AI context and instructions what to do and what needs to be changed in the code base. In this case, I want to write two new API endpoints. One is the products API, and the other one is the reports API, which provides some statistics and metrics for the user about the current status of the inventory. I also provide some technical instructions to provide context and clarity to the AI. Once I'm satisfied with the specifications, I can delegate the task to an AI agent. I open the palette and I will choose my agent. In this case, I'm going to choose the Python agent because the microservice is built in Python. I'm going to start the agent, and what's happening now is that the agent generating a plan, a change list of what needs to be changed in the code base in order to satisfy the requirements. And it's going to take a few seconds.
So it looks like they use a spec instead of a prompt, so I guess you can get more detail in the spec. And then they get this agent.
Awesome. So the agent created a plan, and it's now waiting for us for our review. So the agent wants to create a test for reports API, which is great. It also wants to update the database queries, to create a new test for the product API, update the source models, and update the main file. Fantastic. I can obviously make changes to the plan.
So they get a plan of like individualized, itemized by each file that the agent wants to change, and it looks like they can play each file.
Refine the instructions, provide additional guidelines. Actually, let's go ahead and remove this task. I don't want to create a test for products API. Okay, once I'm satisfied with the plan, I can execute the changes. This will tell the agent to start execute the changes and implement them in the code base one by one. Now, this is going to take a minute or so.
Then they get the differences in changes.
Let's rerun the microservice.
And yeah, that seems pretty straightforward. Let's give it a go. Installing finedev. Run fine. Continue with Google. Open fine. Yo, Ronald Duck. What's happening? Okay, let's add a project. I always kind of add Berry Game, which is the 3D game that I've been making. Oh, it's crashed. No, it's just loading. Oh no. Come on. Come on. Wow, that's a big project. Fine only supports projects smaller than 100 megabytes. Oh. Alright, let's do the snake game. Which one is the snake game? I think it's this one. Right. Let me just double check which snake game is the right snake game. File, open recent. It is that one. Snake game, yes. So we actually created the snake game with an AI GPT engineer. It worked first try. I was very impressed when that happened. GPT engineer creating a snake game. Okay, so we have a snake game. There's no notebooks. Whoa, this looks really different to all the other code editors we're used to. Whereas Cursor kind of looked exactly like VS Code, where this looks nothing like that. So apparently you add a notebook to something that we want to change. So let me open up, okay, looks like we still need to use VS Code. Let me open up VS Code, open up Snake Game. I'll show you what the game looks like at the moment. This is it. You're a blue square. There's enemy AI snakes. You collect the red food. And yeah, that's about it. EB or EBOS, have I tried Mage GPT? I haven't. What's Mage GPT? I'll put that on my list if you think it's cool. Okay, so let's just say make the food flash colors. Make the food flash different colors. Detail the technical requirements, provide instructions, set the context for the AI. The food in food.py is currently one color. Make it flash between two colors. Let's just say make the flash colors between two colors, and we'll spell colors like Americans do. We can change the agent. There's only one agent. Okay, get started. Make a change list. Link Snake Game to a source code. Link what? Linking Snake Game to source code. Make it change the background to a two-tone green grid. Ask Optimus. Okay, we can try that. After this, I think we've already made this one. I mean, I guess we could just create another notebook. It's taking a while to link this source code. We'll give it a go. I guess while that's going, I can search for Mage GPT. Put this here. Mage GPT. Text to full stack app. Whoa, that's cool. GPT web app generator. Whoa, and it's just on the web? What the hell? Let's just make a weather app. Weather forecast. Weather. I can't press enter. Weather app. Shows the weather forecast for the next week. Generate. Estimated wait time 1 minute. So fast. What? This is crazy. I should have put this here. You're telling me Mage GPT, without me downloading anything, can create a whole web app with a single prompt in Node.js? Yo, shouts out EB. That's crazy, dude. Full stack apps as well, so they full create backends and deploy it. That is crazy. How long has this been a thing for? 6 months at least. What? How have I not heard of this? I feel like it sounds familiar, but I feel like, okay, find.dev seems to be stuck on this link snake game to a code base. What are you on about, dude? Okay, project linked successfully for this. Apparently not. Dude, what the hell? Alright, we'll try a new one. I'll try Optimus's idea. Make grass background. Make the background to a 2-tone green grid. No, we're still getting this link project thing. I link her, but then it just hangs. No, project links successfully, but when I... Let me just try restart this whole program. Okay. Oh. Generate. Oh, there we go. Okay. Restarting it worked. Let's see who's going to generate faster. A whole web app or changing the background? Oh, it was about... Okay, no, it was the whole web app because this is just the plan. Your app is ready. Number of tokens your app used, 29,000. Cost to generate your app, 12 cents. I didn't even put my API key though, so they're paying for it. Thank you. Completely free, and they covered all the cost. We can still show your appreciation by starring them. Yeah, for sure, I'll star them. I already have them open here. Starred. Shouts out Mage GPT, making a whole full stack web app without me having to download anything. I guess they don't deploy it though, but you can run it locally, which is fine. By installing Wasp. Let's try that. Can I run curl here? Okay, it doesn't work on Windows. Just like everything, dude. Nothing works on Windows. Can I try Linux subsystem here? Okay, that looks like it's working. Maybe I should have tried Open Interpreter on Linux. Honestly, that's probably the way to go. Oh no, I did try to do something, but I had some issues. Huh? Looks like bin is not in your path. Should I add bin in my path? That's fine. Download the zip. Oh, it's uncommon file. Am I downloading the virus? Seems legit. Where is this mount program cmdir? I have no idea how to get to this directory. Wait. Oh, actually, there's a WSL here. Linux, Ubuntu. Wait. No. Am I in here? cmdir. I think I'm here. Yeah, I am here. Okay. Weather app. Okay, what was the next step? Wasp migrate dev. What's the interpreter thing called, Ask Optimus? It's called Open Interpreter. Open Interpreter. Wasp not found. I guess Wasp didn't install properly. What about now? Node requirement not met. No, I don't have Node installed. Alright, I'll just skip installing the MageGPT app. But let's see how finedev does with my make grass background. It's going to update game.py to draw the game with a two-tone green grid. Let's execute the changes. Whoa. See how it goes. What do we have next to do? Oh, autogen by AI Jason. Nice. Optimus fucks with my content. Thank you. Yes, I love AI and new tools too. I'm spreading all the goodness. But yeah, shouts out to EB and everyone else who's suggesting all the cool stuff for me to test. Oh, it failed. Why did it fail? It doesn't say. Retry it, I guess. Looks like this thing is quite buggy at the moment. Yeah, let's check out AI Jason. So last stream I tried autogen. So autogen is created by Microsoft. They've made a framework for creating autonomous agents, a multi-agent framework. So yeah, making it easier for other people to create stuff like ChatDev and MetaGPT. It's very cool stuff. And Jason has made some experiments with it, including a coding configuration, I think. No, this is just the basic one. Where's the coding one? Oh, he made one that made Pong. Oh no, this is the Pong that it made. Code agent, okay, this is it. So yeah, just with 32 lines of code, they were able to make this group chat between a coding agent and a product manager agent that can take prompts and create code. Test says, can you try MageGPT like it's a normal app without their terminal script? At least open it on VS Code. Good idea actually, so we could try that. I don't have Wasp installed, but there's no reason I couldn't install Wasp. So where did I put their app? CMder. Test weather app. Okay. Here's their app. They got a client. Seems legit. Actually, we could maybe just run the client. No, I think we need to run this whole Wasp thing. We can definitely do that. Let me figure out how to run Wasp. Okay, finedev is broken. We'll just scrap that. Run Wasp app. Let's figure out how to run a Wasp app. I've never used Wasp before. Wasp new. So they say you do just do this. Hold on. Can I run this curl command in PowerShell? No. They said here. Oh, WSL. It could be the case that you can't run Wasp on Windows. Yeah, Wasp on Windows isn't a thing. So that's a bit annoying, but we could install node on WSL. There's no reason we can't do that. sudo apt install curl install that. I'm gonna do it for you, test. We're gonna get this app running. Wait a sec. Yo, what the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna install node. NVM's already installed. Okay. Wait, so damn. I shouldn't have closed. Wait, if I just shift, can I get the, okay, here we go. Wasp migrate dev. What did it say? It said something about my, come on, now it doesn't have wasp. It's because of the path thing. Node command not found. What's my node version? Dude. It's saying I already had NVM. NVM is already installed. Close and open or run this. Alright, saying close and open. cmdir. I don't know if this is gonna work. I always have issues with this WSL. Nope. Command v nvm. Try again. Nah, dude, we tried many times. I think there's something wrong with my path, man. I don't know. I don't know what. There's something wrong. I feel like one day I'm gonna format my whole hard drive and then just like start doing every coding thing on WSL and make sure that it works. But until then, I'm just gonna be sad and give up. Especially when it's 1 a.m. I don't know, I'm just like pasting shit at random here. Oh shit, that one actually worked. Let's go. Pasting shit at random. I feel like that was a temporary fix as well. Running either this. Oh, it clones it to NVM. Okay, sweet. Maybe it wasn't temporary. 3 a.m. for you? Where are you? You must be in, I don't even know. Hawaii? New Zealand? Yeah, New Zealand. Chakazi. Left my scooter outside the dairy. Alright, fucking, what was I doing? Oh yes, wasp. No, installing node. Fuck, I'm losing memory. NVM install the latest stable version. Oh shit, I didn't know you could do that. Optimus says, do you do tutoring by any chance or mentoring? I do paid consulting, or I can do like hands-off mentoring just through chat. If you just DM me anything, I'll respond. But like anything formal, I'll probably charge my consulting fee. Next minute. Tess says, try run online the website without locally. Without locally? Is that an option? I don't think that was an option. There was just copy shareable link, which just brings you to this same site. I don't think there was a way to run this without locally. Don't worry, we're almost there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. You're in Italy, Tess? Nice. That's cool, man. How much per hour? Asked Optimus. Like, usually like 100 Australian. Okay, we have node 18. Let's try run the wasp command now. Oh, actually, we need to go into the weather folder. Boom. Ah, wasp. Oh, we can. How did we get wasp last time? This? No, I don't think it was that. It was the one with path. This one. Yes! We did it! We're installing the wasp project. I mean, this is only step 1, but we're close. There's only one more command we need to run after this, apparently. We can do it. It's going great. Apparently, we'll get there soon. Oh no, the installation is taking a while, but we'll get there soon. Dude, what even is Wasp, dude? I've never even heard of this before. Oh, it's in beta? Oh, is it WebAssembly? No. Develop full stack web apps faster. Given a simple Wasp configuration, you can make front end, back end, and deployment all generated with Wasp. Okay. That makes sense. Is that the WebAssembly logo? What is that Wave logo? That's React. That's ES6. I don't know what that Wave one is. Maybe we could Google WebAssembly. Oh my god, I can't even type. No, that one looks like that. Iconic says, can you make? But then doesn't say anything after it. So I don't know. Can I make? A video on e2bdev. How to install. Wait, is e2bdev even anything that you can install? They have a bunch of services, but I don't think that it's like an installing thing. See, it's like a cloud thing primarily. They have an SDK. So it's kind of like a library you can use, but it's no like app that you can install or anything as far as I know. Oh, the third logo is Tailwind. Ah, okay, yes, that makes sense. Error, database does not exist, dude. No shit, of course. Of course, it's broken always. It's always error. It's never it's working on the first try. Oh wait, maybe that's a good error. It doesn't exist, so it's setting it up. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Why does a weather app need a database? Yeah, for sure. I mean, like it didn't let me do it without it, but it asked, it's like, hold on, can we show you the UI? When you go to create something, one of the questions is auth method. And you can't say no auth. So I'm gonna guess that like the user information is needed in the database or something. Still going. Let me just have a peek at what else I wanted to do. Oh, actually it's looking like it's doing something. Database set up. Migration set up. Your database is in sync. Okay, we made it to the last step. The final command. What is it? Wasp start. Let's go. Oh, we did it. The weather app. Log into your account. Log in. Okay. Didn't have a sign up. Sure. No, I'm just gonna test. Password must contain a number, dude. Why? Ooh, sick app, dude. Weather forecast for the next week. Nothing. Sick. Super cool app. Wow. Amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I mean, it was really good at creating the login. See the console for errors? Let's have a look. These are from my extension, so that's not an error. Yeah, a bunch of errors here. Bunch of network errors. Oh, so it actually tried to get the forecast from, I don't even know. Oh, sick. Oh no, I thought it was gonna say my password. Get forecasts, operations, preview response, nothing. Iconics asks, what about autogen? Yeah, autogen also is a library and not an app, but it was the next thing I was going to move on to, so we can do that. So let me just close all of this shit from here. So yeah, autogen, GitHub by Microsoft, multi-agent framework. It makes it easier to write less code to make multi-agent fucking software. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to swear. Use Node version 18. Yeah, I was using the latest Node. Common things with these tools is making it work. Makes me actually want to learn coffee. Learn to coffee? Oh, learn to code. All this for stealing your login info. I wouldn't be surprised. I made sure to put a different password in. Do you know any app we can use to build the entire SaaS app? Yeah, Mage GPT, but it's not great. Nothing can build like the whole thing perfectly, but I think the closest thing Iconics I got to making something from scratch is GPT Engineer. This one, oh, they updated it a day ago, so they're still active. This one actually did something from scratch, like the best out of every tool I tried. Should we try GPT Engineer to make a weather app? That's actually not a bad idea. Let's do that before we do autogen. I think that'll be more fun. GPT Engineer projects. How did you use GPT Engineer? Stable pip install. Export your API key. I think I did that. Create an empty folder project anywhere. Create a file called prompt. Okay, so I think we had a GPT Engineer folder here. GPT Engineer, yes. Yes, and then we have a folder in projects with a prompt.txt. Okay. So we make a new folder. Let's call this weather app. And we'll make a prompt.text in here. Actually, is it not even text? It's just prompt. Create a React app that shows the weather forecast for the upcoming week. Test says told the GPT engineer to use an alternative framework like Svelte with TypeScript. You want me to tell it to use Tailwind CSS? Okay. With Tailwind CSS. Watching you makes me feel less guilty about not working, studying. Nice. Yeah. I feel like watching someone else works makes you feel productive as well. For sure. Okay. Yo, Nick with the roses coming through. Thank you. Okay, let's try update GPT engineer to the latest one. Can I just do that with pip install? Let me try activate GPT engineer. Is that a thing? Yes. Can I now pip install GPT engineer? Yes. Could not install packages. This is sometimes a permissions thing. So what I did last time is run Visual Studio in admin mode. So give me a sec. Okay. Updates is fine. Let's see if it works this time. No, got a different error. Pips dependency. Actually, that's not a bad error. I think that's fine. Okay, and then to run this, we just run GPT engineer in the project directory, which is projects weather app. GPT engineer projects weather app. Boom. That should be it. Iconic says, which AI tool recommended where there's boilerplate and bundle of 12 modules integrated with each other? I don't think I completely understand your question, but if it's something that you want to make software from scratch, I think GPT engineer could be good. If it's editing the code, I actually like something called Code Buddy, which is pretty underrated. Yeah. Okay, summary of areas that need clarification from GPT engineer. They want specific features or functionalities of the React app, the source of their data. Okay, cool. Oh, did I close that? What was the? Okay, here we go. I think we can just give it this. Yeah. Just show the daily forecast for the next week. Get the data from this URL. The data will come in this format. Let's give it a sample of what the data will look like. I'll make sure that I don't give it the whole thing. So we're gonna get this. We're gonna remove all of that, and let's go. Holy shit, that's so many. Remove heaps of these rows. Just have 2 rows. Actually, we'll just pretend like this is the next day or something. And We'll remove all of this except for 2 data points. Oh, this is gonna think that it's gonna be daily, but it's actually hourly, which is a bit annoying. That's fine, whatever. It's just an example. Okay. Paste. Oh no, I should have put it all in one line. No. Shit. No, restart this. Writing it from scratch, which has boilerplate and subscription module. Yeah, try GPT Engineer Iconics. Nick says, why using VS Code instead of Cursor? Yeah, Cursor didn't work with Vim on Windows for me, so I went back to VS Code. Okay. Source the weather data from... Is there a way to change it instead of hourly? And hourly equals temperature. Huh. Okay, let me make this all one line so I don't mess up again. What else did it ask? What features should it have? Just show the daily weather forecast for the next week. Use any components. Don't deploy. Okay. Let's see if GPT Engineer makes this weather app. Specifics should include features like search. Don't include any specific features. Still, are there any specific Tailwind components? Don't include any specific. Use any Tailwind components. Okay, there we go. Fully clarified. Okay, it's going to create an app component, a weather card component, and a get weather data function, and a format weather data function. Sick. I wonder if it'll create like the package.json or something. Like, how will it create all that stuff that is needed to actually run the React scripts? That is my question. Optimus says, what language and frameworks are you fluent in? I mainly like JavaScript frameworks, language, and yeah, React as a framework, or Next.js. Look, they're just using normal CSS. They're not even using Tailwind. It wanted me to run these npm stuff, but did it fail at writing the files, or it failed at running the npm codes? Weather app workspace. Okay, no, it's created the files. Just failed at running the the npm codes, which I think we can do here. So if I just go weather app, let's see, I mean projects, weather app workspace. What do they want me to run? npm install and npm start. So we can just do yarn, hopefully. There's no package JSON. So I don't know what packages that yarn is fetching here. I'm kind of confused. Serverless? These are just all my packages. What? Puppeteer? Prisma engines? The fuck? Maybe I should have ran yarn install. Let's run.sh. Yeah, npm install, npm start. Yeah, no package JSON file. That's exactly what I thought. Otherwise, like the code, let's see what the code looks like. App.js, get weather data, format weather data, weather card, temperature, humidity, wind speed, date. It's pretty basic, but I mean, should do the job. Sets the fetch request for the API we gave it. And yeah, it kind of does take the data, oh, almost. It says 2M here. It didn't do that. Oh no, it did. Temperature, it takes a 2M. Okay, so it actually understood how the data is supposed to look and format it correctly, but it missed out on making the package.json file. Fair enough. Tess says, are you using a virtual machine? Because you're literally downloading anything, maybe virus. No, I mean, I'm kind of YOLO like that, but I definitely could have downloaded many viruses for sure. Yeah. Do not try this at home, kids. I try to, like, you know, get a good sense of what's fucked up. Like that Mage GPT one was pretty sus for sure. Let's have a look at that one. Like, do you reckon that that's... I mean, they also do have a lot of stars, but they also have a good star farming tactic. I don't know. Oh, that was a wasp. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, star wasp. So that's not even Mage GPT that we starred. Oh, this is by wasp. Oh shit. Okay. So, you know, that adds some credibility. If that's legit. Probably is. Right. The whole app is open source. Add some more credibility. Used to be called Wasp AI. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, what's the time? Almost 2 a.m. I feel like I'm gonna keep going, you know, while we're here. I figured I already fucked up my sleep tonight, so yeah. So this dude, shouts out to AI Jason. You guys should follow him as well. He posts really good AI content on YouTube. They did an experiment with autogen. Oh shit, Matthew reviewed Mage GPT 23 hours ago. Did they get theirs to run? Look, it's the exact same as my one did.
Second one, make video. Has its own gas frame.
I guess the to-do list is a bit simpler and easy to make.
There it is, ready to go. And the last step was create the database. So
yeah. Yeah. Okay, this autogen one. This is probably the last one I'm gonna do. Optimus says, yeah, he gets you out to work. Yeah, I think like if you just try there. So Mage GPT had a few some example ideas on their homepage. To-do app, My Plants app and a blog app. These ones probably work. I should have probably done those, but yeah, I tried to go for something a little bit more difficult, I guess. So yeah, so AI JSON used autogen to create a multi-agent thing that does coding. Can I type the spelling? Spelling of which one? GPT Engineer? Oh, sorry, I missed a whole bunch of comments. Which front-end stack is responsive for multiple devices when building a SaaS with GPT Engineer? Honestly, I'd think it'd be React, but based off my experiment just then... Oh, Maze GPT? It's actually Mage GPT, M-A-G-E GPT, or the URL is usemage.ai, usemage.ai. Yeah. Can we ask GPT Engineer to give the list of directory first and write the code for each file in a directory? So the one thing about GPT Engineer is it's not really like interactive. You just give it your prompt and then it asks clarifying questions that you clarify, and that's kind of it. You can't really get it to do a little bit and then give it feedback and get it to do more. You can with like Open Interpreter though, and Auto GPT. Yeah. Need to go? It was a good live. Yes, thanks Tess. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the comments. I'm getting pretty tired too, but I do want to test out this autogen code that that was made. This one. Let's see if we can get this autogen code to make a weather app. That would be pretty funny actually. Let's do that. Let's get another one of these agents to fail at making a weather app. This is a pretty good theme. We've had 3, how many? I can't count. At least 2 autonomous agents to fail at creating a weather app. Could we make it 3? Coders 2.py, we're just going to paste in Jason's code here. So they've created 3 agents, a user agent, which is the human, the assistant agent, which does the coding, and a product manager agent. And then we'll give it the prompt of build a React app that displays the weather for the upcoming week. We're just gonna say with dummy data. That'll probably make it a lot easier. Did we use Conda? Activate autogen? No, maybe we didn't. Alright, for depends if we just run code is up high, no model name autogen. Okay, let me create a conda create autogen. Conda create n autogen. Conda activate autogen, and then what's the pip install command? Pip install py autogen. And now we can do Python coders 2.py. Okay, this should run it. Build a React app that displays the weather for the upcoming week with dummy data. Let's see what happens. I found autogen to be a bit slow. I don't know why that is. Maybe they're doing a lot of shit behind the scenes that we don't know about. Oh, I guess it doesn't stream the output. It kind of gives it all in one. Blah. Here's a plan. Develop a web app. Main interface should be visually appealing. So this is the product manager role that's coming up with the requirements based on the prompt. And now I think it'll probably be the coding agent's turn, and it's going to actually write the code. Optimus says, get the app to work. The GPT engineer weather app. We could try prompt the weather app GPT engineer again. You want me to do that? I can do that. Here's what we'll do. We'll open up the GPT engineer thing again. We'll delete this workspace. Here's how we'll make it work. We'll remove Tailwind. We'll be like with dummy data. And then we'll say make sure to include the package.json file. That might work. GPT engineer. Projects weather app. Okay, so we're retrying the weather app with a more easier to accomplish prompt. So yeah, the coder agent here has actually coded the weather app. They've only done one thing. Iconic says, I keep trying all AI, E2B dev, cloud app worked, and your cloud and your code will be synced to GitHub. Oh, sick. Yeah. E2B dev. That can, so I think that one uses small developer behind the scenes. That might be actually pretty good now. I totally forgot about that. E2B dev does like so much cool stuff in real life as well. Like they're hosting like AI agent meetups and stuff. Could you please specify what weather data, temperature, and wind speed? This is GPT engineer. Autogen. I'm not sure if autogen actually writes code or it just gives the code. Oh no, it is executing the code. Okay, that's good. Layout and design. So could you please provide more structure about layout and design? Have 7 cards for each day of upcoming week, each showing temperature and wind speed for that day. The package.json file should have necessary config for npm install and npm for yarn and yarn dev to work and run the React app. Create another JSON file with dummy weather data. Autogen can't write lengthy prompt code, it stops. Oh, is that so? Yeah, it's quite slow as well. Because look, GPT engineers are already replying to me while Autogen's been like thinking for like 5 minutes. Well, not 5 minutes, but yeah. Next question, could you specify the structure and content of the dummy data? Array of objects containing the containing temperature and wind speed for each day. Nothing more to clarify. There we go. Core classes, weather card component, app component, dummy JSON data. Oh, I bet you was gonna forget the package.json file again. That's what it's looking like. And autogen still thinking. Wait, what's this Chrome thing? What is this? Yo, is that autogen's running a Chrome thing? Yo. Hello? Yo, React app? Is that so? Is that from autogen? I don't even know. Where did that even come from? Where did that React app come from? Is this the virus test was talking about? I'm kind of confused. I don't know. I feel like that probably would have been autogen running create React app. Week-long weather app. The question is, where is it running this? Here. Autogen testing. That's where I am. Cache. No idea. No idea. You're like a puppet master controlling his apps, yeah. Do you want to execute this code? npm install, npm start? Sure. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Let's see the code it created this time. Weather app workspace. Oh, we actually have a package JSON. That's really good. That's really good. Okay. CD projects weather app. Yarn. Excellent. Yarn dev. Is it not dev? What's the run command? Yarn start. Yarn start. Start not found. npm run start. Did I not write start? Script missing start. Okay, npm install. Let's try that. npm run start. We got so close. Wait, where? npm. Oh, we're not in the right. Hold on. Hold on. Here it'll work. I bet you it'll work now. I wasn't in the right folder. But now I am. I think agent autogen is just stopped. It's just like, it's just decided to not respond anymore. It's broken. I'm quitting it. That sucks. But GPT engineer looks promising though. We're installing a whole bunch of shit. Fuck, I should have just used npm install. I mean, it's not too late. Let's see. This will probably be the last thing I do. I'm a sleepy boy. React scripts, that's good. That's actually something that we need. Damn, these React scripts take ages to download, as if I don't even have them already. Let's have a look at the files while we wait. The weather data, Monday, temperature 20, wind speed 12. This looks really good dummy data. Weather card, day, temperature, speed, app.js. Good. There's no CSS, but that's fine. We didn't tell it to style it, so just want something to be working for now. Okay, it's good. It's almost done. Almost done installing the node modules. Iconic says, where are you from? I'm from Dubai. Oh, you're in Dubai now? I'm in Australia. It's 1:30 a.m. but I have a lot of my viewers on at this time, so that's why I'm streaming here. Oh, looks like it's running. React script start. Come on, show me some more output, please. 6:30 in Dubai. Nice. Why is it stuck, dude? What's my life story? Shit, we can't get into that now. That's a long story. Could not find a required file. Index.html in public. So there's more required files from React. Okay, so I think React is too difficult for GPT Engineer. You typically run like create React app or something, which creates all the boilerplate, which I forgot that public/index HTML was one of those things, so that's really annoying. Alright guys, I'm probably gonna start heading to bed. Thank you so much for everyone who's commented. Shouts out Iconics and Optimus staying the whole way, commenting through. And yeah, everyone else who's been quietly watching, shouts out to you guys as well. Hope you enjoyed the content. I'll keep it up. Make sure to follow me on all platforms and that. And we'll see you later.